Hello, my name is Henry Emphrey, and on this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make animations in JavaScript without the canvas. Now, the first thing that I did was I put together my animations already. I made a standing animation, and then I made a step animation, and then I made a punch animation. So when I put it together in JavaScript, it's going to go stand, step, punch, stand, step, punch, stand, step, punch, at whatever speed that I have. Now, before this tutorial, I create this folder on my desktop called JavaScript Animation Without Canvas Tutorial. And this is the folder that I'm going to put all my files in. And then I just save them all my animations in that folder. So now in Notepad++, instead of me typing the code out, I'm just going to paste this in. And then I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to the desktop where I put my folder at. And then I'm going to click on the folder that I just showed you from my desktop. And then I'm just going to call this JavaScript animation without canvas tutorial. Let's just call it that. And I'm going to save it as a .html file. Don't forget that. That's very important. Now, feel free to stop this video and read the comments if you want to. So the first thing I did was I put this CSS or style part here so that I can put the image where I want to put it. The HTML language that I'm using is English. Between these head tags, I got the title of the page. I'm calling it Henry's Animation JavaScript Without Canvas Demo. If you want to call it a website or web page. The background color of the page is going to be blue. These are my div tags. In this div tag, I'm referencing the CSS that I wrote here above. I call it top 4, and I put this dot here. And once again, this is just to move the image to where I want it. And then between these div tags, I put my image. The first image that I'm going to use is the red.png. And this name of the image that I'm going to reference in my JavaScript code below is called Henry Pictures. And this works just like the ID. These two are the sizes of the picture. This is my width, and this is the height. And then I close my div tag. Because in HTML, whenever you start a div tag, you always got to close it too. Otherwise, your program might not work right. Then I start my scripts, my JavaScript. Image 1 is the variable for my stand animation. Image 2 is the variable for my step animation. Image 3 is my variable for my punch animation. And this is the variable for the slide number that I'm going to use. I will be starting on slide number 1. And here's the actual animation function that I created. Document images, the name that I gave it above, the images and name that I gave it above, see, image, and the name. So I'm referencing this. And then I connected this to the slide number. It's going to start on slide 1. And this part is the slide increment part. It says if it's less than slide 3 or my punch animation, then keep incrementing. Otherwise, else meaning otherwise, start on 1. And then I included my function right here. I referenced my function. And then 500 has to do with the speed. Then finally I close this function out and then call back my animation right here. Then close the script tag. See, close the script. Because every time you open something, you got to close something. And then my body, then close the body tag. See, body. And then finally I close my HTML tag. Okay, so that's the code. Now let's go back to this folder here. This is a folder that was on my desktop that we made earlier. So then I'm just going to open this with Google Chrome. Okay, so here's my animation, and it turned out pretty good. Now, once again, if you go back, if I wanted this to go faster, I can just put in 100, then save it, and now let's see what happens. See, now it goes faster. And then finally, if I want to move that animation over, well, let's say I want to move it over to the left some. I just decrease the number. And remember, in HTML, the left part has to do with going left and right. If you want your image on the left, you decrease the number. If you want the image on the right, you increase the number. And top has to do with going up and down. If you want your image to go be up, you decrease this number to maybe 10 or something. If you want it to go down, you may increase this number to like 300 or something, or whatever you want. Okay, so this has to do with where I want the image to be. And let's see what it looks like now. See, the image is on the left side now. So that's all I wanted to show you. Then you can go ahead and take this and expand on it and hopefully make animations for your website if you want to go this pure JavaScript route without frameworks or jQuery or something. Till next time. Thanks.